In this buffalo herd, there are over 100. When the hoofed animals approached the watering hole, the lions thought it was their chance to get some lunch. However, the predators were mistaken. The buffaloes were ready for the attack and launched a true onslaught on their old enemies. A group of the most fierce and strong buffaloes separated from the herd, pouncing on the lionesses. The herbivores knocked the hunters down from a small plateau and nearly trampled them in a series of swift attacks. The predatory cats did not anticipate such resistance and barely escaped. Today, we will show you other incredible instances when buffaloes made their adversaries regret ever attacking them. Typically, lions don't hunt together with lionesses because their large, dense manes are challenging to camouflage in the savanna. However, there's plenty of tall shrubs, low trees, and grass here. Thanks to suitable conditions and terrain, the males can approach the buffaloes closely and deliver powerful strikes. The males hunting together start the attack. Experienced lions silently approach through hidden paths, sneak up, and get close to unsuspecting bulls. The determination and speed with which these huge cats launch an attack on their future prey can be quite intimidating, don't you think? At this moment, it may seem that the lions are unstoppable. The males are ready to back each other up, but even in one-on-one battle, each of them is able to deal with a young buffalo. The attack begins. Lions split up and charged towards the herd of buffaloes, scattering them in different directions. This was a mistake. The lions underestimated their opponents. If they had attacked even 2 lions on one buffalo, they would have easily dealt with the opponent. Instead, a lone lion pounced on a bull, delivered a crushing blow, and successfully knocked it to the ground. The predator clamped onto the victim's throat, holding it with powerful clawed paws. However, the massive herbivore managed to withstand the onslaught. A larger, experienced buffalo came to its aid. It knocked the lion off its fellow's neck and literally tossed the predator aside, then threw it to the ground. The fight took place in the shallows of a swamp. A powerful blow on the water was particularly painful. The bull capitalized on its success, continuing to trample the lion before effortlessly lifting it by the horns. The buffalo began tossing the lion in the air, almost disemboweling it, and threw it back into the water. Another predator tried to support its comrade from behind. However, the herd came to the aid of our hoofed hero. The buffaloes calmed down and initiated a counterattack. The lions had to retreat. Let this be a lesson to them. Buffaloes should not be underestimated. Their bravery, combined with the ability to quickly assess the situation to come to a comrade's aid, deserves your like, don't you think? Lions sprawled around the buffalo, ready for lunch, when suddenly, the hoofed creature rises abruptly, catching the lions off guard. The lions, shocked, lose initiative, unable to spring back quickly to bring down their prey. It turns out the bull was just injured, not finished off. Eventually, amidst predators, the hoofed creature gathers strength for a decisive leap, rising just when the lions relaxed and lost their vigilance. Moreover, the buffalo retreated and resisted the tired predators after the hunt. A massive herd of buffaloes cornered the mighty lion against a tree. The male, agile and fast, found his enormous weight a disadvantage this time. He attempted to climb higher, but unlike agile leopards, lions struggle with vertical climbs. He fell right under the hooves of enraged buffaloes, who discovered their old enemy. A systematic onslaught began. The hoofed creatures had no intention of letting their opponent go. They had scores to settle with this lion. If the predator had hidden as soon as the herd approached it, it could have escaped, but it's too late now. The lion didn't know who it was dealing with. Few herbivores use their advantage to attack predators. Usually, herbivores gather in herds for a convenient escape, but not buffaloes. These massive beasts not only trample the lion, but constantly deliver severe blows with their horns. An experienced buffalo skillfully uses the terrain's features in the battle. It lifted the male on its horns and struck the cat, weighing about 1/4 of a ton, against the steep slope of a hill. Then it lifted and struck again. Certainly, the hoofed animal is much larger than the predator, but even with such a size difference, it's impressive how effortlessly the bull lifts the heavyweight panther off the ground. The buffalo's strength is immense. Additionally, the bull attempts to pierce the predator's skin with the sharp tips of its horns. With each strike, the hoofed creature puts its entire weight into the attack. The lion's belly wasn't ripped open, but the predator still sustained critical damage to internal organs after all of these blows. The neck and spine are broken. Sharp rib fragments penetrated the lungs and heart. The lion cubs won't witness their father's return. It's unfortunate, but the buffaloes fought against their main enemy. But if you think the strength of the buffaloes lies only in numerical advantage, you're mistaken. It's different in this particular case. The group of lionesses attacked the lone buffalo. Just to look at how skillfully it defends itself. The horned creature uses not only brute force, but also fights remarkably skillfully. It lures lionesses into an optimal distance for a counterattack, thwarting attempts to jump onto its back with a quick horn strike. The buffalo pivots and literally scatters its enemies. It quickly propels itself off the ground with its front legs, changing direction left or right after a leap. That way, it prevents surprise attacks from an unexpected direction. However, the pride is numerous. The sounds of battle attract more predators. It becomes a serious problem, and the buffalo attempts to escape. Just look at it run. The lionesses didn't expect such speed. They try to catch the enemy, grabbing its hind legs to allow their companions to latch onto the neck and head. But the buffalo employs an unexpected tactic. It starts kicking at full speed, like a horse. Several precise strikes to the lioness's chest make her slow down. Broken ribs will ache for weeks. But the predators don't give up. Finally, they catch up with the buffalo and attempt to grab its hind legs. Despite the dangerous clawed burden, the hoofed creature hardly loses mobility and continues moving, even trying to run. The bull is ready to deliver a fatal horn strike to any lioness daring to jump on its face. No huntress dares to risk it. The lionesses are becoming exhausted. They act as efficiently as possible, taking turns, but the bull skillfully prolongs the battle. It continues to resist, and the predatory cats, despite all their strength and coordination, can't bring down the opponent. Eventually, a huge experienced male lion appears. It's amusing to watch as the lion calmly walks by. The lionesses fight, attempting to bring down this indomitable buffalo, while the lion just passes by, assesses the situation, then turns away and continues walking calmly. If he engages in the battle, the bull won't stand a chance. Therefore, seeing such a dangerous adversary, the horned fighter resists even more strongly. The buffalo wanted to show the lion that dealing with him is exhausting and perilous. While scattering the lionesses, the hoofed creature avoids getting too close to the lion, staying out of a dangerous distance. What do you think? Did the lion eventually attack the buffalo, or did he leave it alone? Share your predictions in the comment section underneath this video. A young lion and lioness set an ambush for a whole herd of buffaloes descending the hill. There are over 100 hoofed creatures here. Each buffalo weighs about half a ton, armed with horns and powerful hooves, possessing immense strength and sturdy hides. Hiding right in front of the approaching herd, which moves like a lightning wave, requires courage. The lions have a plan. They find the optimal moment and leap out of hiding to start pursuing the buffaloes. Predators want to frighten the hoofed animals with their sudden appearance and turn them into retreat. And you know what? Surprisingly, the plan is successful. Instinctively, the buffaloes get scared and turn back. However, there's a problem. What do we do next? The predators should catch the straggling hoofed individual and deal with it. However, the lions attacked too early, and the bulls turned out unexpectedly fast. They raised a cloud of dust, which the bewildered lions had to swallow. The herd quickly reached a dominant height, and attacking the hill from below would be foolish. The cats simply watched the bulls, not knowing what to do. It's a pity. The first reaction of buffaloes to predators is an attempt to escape. But this doesn't mean herbivores are timid. On the contrary, a whole squad of scouts emerges from the herd, ready to launch a frontal attack on the predators and scatter them. The bulls gain momentum and descend from the hill. The lions realized too late who they were dealing with, and barely managed to escape from these powerful, yet surprisingly fast buffaloes. A massive bull ascends a narrow path between steep slopes in the ravine. The lioness observes the hoofed creature and realizes it's too large to handle alone. The cat jumps behind the bull, attempting to hide from potential threat. The lion doesn't know why this buffalo came here and doesn't understand who it's dealing with at all. It's a real horned adventure. It tracks the lion's den to retaliate for their raids on its native herd. The bull runs straight into the bushes where the lion cubs are hiding. It lunges at the cubs, attempting to trample them. Fortunately, the little ones are already large enough to dodge and start fleeing from the terrifying horned monster. Some believe that the desire for revenge is a too complex emotion, accessible only to humans and, in extreme cases, a few highly intelligent animals like elephants and dolphins. But is it just a coincidence that the bull ended up here accidentally? Did it accidentally climb the steep slope and find lion cubs hiding among the dense bushes, freezing motionless in the face of danger? It seems more like a cunning plan. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. The lion cubs were lucky. They scattered. However, their mother won't go hunting for buffaloes anytime soon.